Good day, ladies and gentlemen, either or neither, and welcome to another Patreon video. Yes, these things should be released bi-weekly. I kind of forgot last week, due to personal reasons, which we will not really go into right now. So what's been happening in the last 2 weeks? We've been playing a lot of Palworld. We've went from Medieval Dynasty to Palworld. Palworld is quite fun, although I might be taking a bit of a breather from it come next stream, and then we're gonna look at the tiny little space game. Maybe I'll even do a bonus stream tomorrow night on Tuesday after I've done my vampire thing. Maybe I'll do a bonus stream on Wednesday. We'll see. Yeah, it's been quite interesting. Let me just get the shit out of the way. Financially, I'm kind of fucked, but hey, that's how we roll. I'm just brushing over it. Can you see? We've done our first session 0 as me playing a vampire character in an upcoming vampire campaign that someone else is running, and that will happen every second week as far as I know. Every second week it'll happen. As with the Dungeons and Dragons podcast from the Gilded Rose, we will be starting next month on the recording those videos. We'll dedicate an entire day to it, and then, it's just one day. So that gives me a bit more time to spend with y'all. So every second week starting now, I won't be live due to tabletop role-playing games. And speaking of tabletop role-playing games, yes, there is a thing, a tier available on my Ko-Fi. The link will be probably here somewhere, and in the comment section below, or somewhere, probably on Patreon. I'll link it there too for those of you seeing this earlier. But I've decided to host a vampire game for $60 a month. That's 4 sessions a month, so it's once a week. And it's a minimum of about a 3-hour session that we're looking at. And yeah, so that equates to about $15 a session. That means that essentially it's kind of cheaper going to the movies and starring in your own personal movies. So I am putting my services out there, and if you're interested, go check out my Ko-Fi. The reason I put it on Ko-Fi, it's easier to keep track of it over there than it is over here, because I've already got a couple of rewards going here, and over there it's just easier to okay, cool, this is my Ko-Fi stuff, and that's it. And even if you're not into Vampire the Masquerade, I've got 2 DMs willing to help out if you want to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, and these DMs are freaking amazing. They're a million times better than I am as a storyteller, so they are pretty damn amazing. And it is Dungeons and Dragons, and that is their forte. They've been doing it for over 4 or 5 years now, so that's freaking amazing. So yeah, and then I'll be playing alongside you. I'll not be running a game, but I'll be playing alongside you for the Dungeons and Dragons thing. So you've got 2 options there. Yeah. You've got 2 options, Dungeons and Dragons or vampires. And if you're interested in any other role-playing games, you just let me know. That's basically it. So essentially, the payment, if the other DMs is doing it, the payment goes to them. A big chunk of the payment goes to them. And then if it's me, obviously everything comes to me, and I get to survive a bit better every month. And obviously there will be 1 less stream a week, but that'll be because I'm doing the Patreon thing. So that is another way that you can support me if you want to play Dungeons and Dragons and or Vampire. Also, on a side note, due to time zones being a thing, the Dungeons and Dragons and the Vampire might just be happening on weekends, just to keep everybody in line, with the different time zones, basically. Most of my time zones would be covered there, but because I am a streamer, I can do almost any time, because I'm streaming these weird times in any case, so I might as well just do any time, For me, it will be a bit more flexible during the week or weekend or on a Friday or whatever. But for the Dungeons and Dragons thing, it will only be on weekends. So if you want to do that, then that is a thing you can do. And let your friends know. All right, let your friends know. I know it's a bit on the steep side. But the way I see it, it's essentially... That's... Okay, I don't know how movie prices work, but per session, it's definitely cheaper than going to the movies 4 times a month. You know? Going out for a night of fun, I guess it will be cheaper for an entire night of fun where you can have 4 nights of fun. So that's me ending the selling point for this. And what's coming up? We've got a bunch of new cool games to play. I want to look at Enshrouded. I want to look at The Infected. I've got Scum. And I need to look at Underspace, which is basically a spiritual successor of Free Space. So we've got a lot to look forward to. I'm thinking if I do a bonus stream, I'll be looking at Underspace for about 2 hours, maybe 3. And then if I don't, then I'll probably divide it up. And yes, you can support me here on Patreon. You can support me on Patreon, obviously. For those of you on Patreon, that's pretty damn amazing. But there are many ways to support me, and I can track things. So don't worry about that. And in other news, that's basically it. I'm excited to be playing a vampire. To be playing one vampire instead of the rest of the vampire groups for the thing. Tomorrow night I run my vampire campaign as always on a Tuesday. So like I said, I might either stream tomorrow night after load shedding ends, or I might be doing it on Wednesday as a little bit of a bonus stream, but we'll see. And that is about it. I hope your week is amazing. This goes out on a Monday, so I hope your week is amazing and your weekend was amazing. And then before we leave, we got to say thanks to our beautiful patrons. Where's my mouse? Yeah, there it is. So, on the King and Queen level, we've got Queen Great Susie. On the Kindly Carls, we've got JC Hunter and Noctis Silence. On the Thrilling Thralls level, we've got Lazy8244 and Mogwai. Also, just by the way, before we continue on, if you'd rather stop the support here and go over to Ko-Fi, no one is stopping you. I'm just saying. And then Thrilling Thralls, Mogwai and Lazy8244, Danish Thinker, Jumpy Humpy Spider, Matt Durana, Tim Beak, and Mika makes up our lovely, lovely lurkers. Thank you all for your support. You all do give me breathing room. Right, you're my emergency oxygen. Thank you everybody for joining. Until next time, hug someone you love, tell them you love them, even if it's yourself in the mirror. And have a beardly good one.